Hi guys, today we're taking a look at the newest limited edition from EDUARD, the EDUARD 11196 Mighty 8 65th Fighter Wing, a 1/48 scale kit of the legendary P-51 Mustang. Right out of the gate, this is not just another Mustang rebox. This is EDUARD doing what they do best, combining a proven tooling with a really rich package of extras and marking options. Inside the box you'll find EDUARD plastic sprues for the P-51D, pre-painted photo-etched parts, a huge plus for cockpit detail, painting masks included, Brazilian resin parts including wheels and two types of exhausts, and of course decals printed by EDUARD. EDUARD has released multiple P-51D boxings before, but this one focuses specifically on aircraft from the 65th Fighter Wing of the 8th Air Force. We get 13 marking options, which is a lot. Alright, let's open it. And if this Mighty 8 sounds familiar, you're absolutely right. EDUARD already released a similar limited edition back in 2023, focused on the 66th Fighter Wing with 10 marking options. I actually built one of those and the video is already on my channel, so feel free to check it out. Now, going back to this kit, you've seen what's inside, so let's take a look at the instructions. I'll focus mainly on the painting schemes because I think that's what makes this release really stand out. We start with a nice historical section, including photos of some of the real aircraft you can build. Then we move into parts map, color references, and the first steps of the build. Now, one important thing, you actually need to decide which version you're building right at the start, because parts and decals vary depending on the option. For example, we already see different propeller choices, and that's because this kit also includes a P-51K version. I'll come back to that in a second. There's also a pretty colorful mass guide, some funny shapes here, not sure if that was intended. And now, the real highlight, the marking options. First up, February 1945, flown by Lieutenant Arthur Bowers of the legendary 4th Fighter Group. A late production Mustang at its peak, flown by a relatively young pilot during the final months of the war. And a really cool detail. The nose art was based on a photo of his wife. That adds a very personal touch. Next we have Captain Ted Lyne's aircraft, Thunderbird. Beautiful Native American motifs and very unique kill markings under the arrow. This one is flown by Major Frederick Glover, 11 aerial victories plus 13 aircraft destroyed on the ground. A very effective pilot and a classic combat Mustang. Then we have Man o' War, flown by Colonel Claiborne Kinnard Jr. Just look at the kill markings. This is clearly the aircraft of a very experienced and successful pilot. Captain Fred Haviland and his Blue Barbara. And interestingly, his last two victories were achieved in this very aircraft. Then we get Jake the Snake, flown by Captain John Tulloch Jr. Bright yellow markings, very distinctive, definitely one of the most eye-catching options in the box. Now for something completely different. This aircraft might not stand out visually at first, but that's actually part of its story. It belonged to the 2nd Scouting Force, which wasn't a standard fighter unit. These pilots were flying, ahead of bomber formations marking targets, reporting weather, sometimes even guiding bombers. Basically, they were the eyes of the 8th Air Force. Next, something a bit different, the P-51 K5NT flown by Wallace Hopkins. This aircraft operated from Belgium in 1945 from a forward airfield. And it really shows how the Mustang evolved into a mobile frontline support fighter late in the war. Urban Drew, a fighter ace, and his Mustang proudly shows it with kill markings. Very colorful, very bold, definitely a standout. Jasper Joker II, flown by Donald Vaughamore, a great example of a working frontline Mustang. Less flashy, but very authentic. This one is interesting, flown by two pilots, Barclay Hollister and John Donnell. It really highlights the teamwork aspect of the 8th Air Force, where aircraft could be shared between pilots. Next, Lieutenant Philip Gossard's aircraft, a classic frontline fighter from late 1944. Nothing overly flashy, just a pure combat Mustang. And finally, a truly iconic one. Colonel Hubert Zemke, ace, tactician and creator of the famous Zemke fan. The last page shows stencil placement, and then we get the decal sheet. These are printed by EDUARD, with the well-known carrier film. But honestly, these look improved compared to earlier releases. Colors are more vivid, and I don't see that slightly foggy look anymore. Pre-painted PE parts are mainly for the cockpit. Instrument panels, seat belts, small interior details. Resin parts include wheels and two types of exhausts. The plastic itself is well known, but still worth a quick look. Very crisp detail overall. Fuselage looks great. One sprue includes drop tanks and weapons, not all used in every version. Landing gear and wheel wells are nicely detailed, but those wing gun covers can be a bit tricky to fit, something to watch out for. You also get plastic wheels and exhausts, if you skip resin, cockpit elements, two seat types and propeller options. Clear parts look very clean. And that basically wraps up what you get in the box. So overall, the EDUARD 11196 Mighty 8 is a really strong release. A proven and detailed P51D kit, packed with extras right out of the box, and a huge variety of historically meaningful marking options. If you're into Mustangs or just want a premium out-of-the-box experience, this one is definitely worth a closer look. Thank you for watching, let me know in the comment which painting option is the best and why. Model on guys, and see you next time!